Alright, so I think I fixed the issue here. So here he is in his robot mode, and here are the wings fixed up, and I think it looks really cool. Better than I had hoped. I mean, I wish it had no issues in the first place, but I think that thing came out awesome. So I removed as much as the previous paint as I could, even sanded it, even used a steel wool, and yeah, the top portion was on there pretty good. So I think I just didn't clean it as thoroughly as I thought. Sometimes with larger figures like this, you know, it's difficult to tell if you really cleaned it all the way through. So I'm guessing that's what happened. And then I kind of kept well, I went with a plan of keeping what was left of the original paint while also keeping the original plastic, and then I tried to blend the two together. What I did was I gave it a black wash again, you know, so a lot more black here and on the inner portions. I also try to give it a more black wash on the any lines. I went ahead and repainted the horns, I guess, or spikes, gold. And then I also used the gold marker to just lightly go over certain areas, like the edges. And then I also used the gold rub and buff as a very soft dry brushing. Then when I did that, I applied a matte clear coat for the rub and buff. If you use rub and buff, you definitely need to use a matte clear coat. Once that dried, because of the matte surface, I was then able to dry brush some more gold. I have a little bit of the Tester's acrylic gold, so I dry brushed a little bit to try to blend the different types of gold that I used, and a little bit on the black wash, and then used gloss clear coat to give the whole thing a shine again. And I really try to, hopefully I'm not repeating the same mistake, but I really laid it on thick. Some parts still feel a little rough. I think that's the matte paint underneath, but for the most part it feels smooth. Like this right here, this here. The other side feels a little rough. But yeah, I think this came out awesome. It looks really like it's on fire. And if you hold it in front of a light source, because of the clear plastic, that glows, man. So I'm really happy. That's a happy accident right there. So I guess I'll have to do this. Yeah, so somehow, I mean, this is the clear orange plastic, and now it just kind of softened it or something. So definitely a before and after. So this is the one that I'm going to paint for myself, and this is the one I'm going to sell. And the thing that sucks, I had one bidder on the auction, and I contacted the bidder to let him know that there was an issue, and I'm gonna cancel his bid and end the auction. And he seemed cool. He said thank you for letting me know, and I also let him know to check out my YouTube channel so that he can see what the issue was and hopefully the work in progress. So hopefully he's watching. Even if he changes his mind and doesn't want to bid anymore. So I did all that. This was last week, and then all of a sudden I get an email from eBay saying I'm going to be charged $5.30 on my account. And I was like, what the hell is that? And I had them call me, and he told me it was because I ended the auction early with a bidder, and that was an inconvenience. And I'm like, no, I messaged the bidder. I told him what was going on, gave him the heads up. I even asked the agent to look at the message, and he read the message. Oh, okay, so it was not an inconvenience. And it looks like you did the right thing. I was like, okay, so I did the right thing, and I'm still getting punished for $5. You know, what would have been the wrong thing? To me, continue with the auction, sell it with the chipped paint, and then he wins it and says not as described. You know, he said, no, you did the right thing, and I will be refunded the $5. You know, unfortunately, the $5 was already taken from my account, so hopefully I will get the refund, because that's bullshit. And then, because I've ended auctions before, usually they were with 0 bidders, but you know, I messaged the person. He said it was fine, so there was no inconvenience there. And then, oh well. Then I'm gonna go from robot to alt mode, which I normally hate. I hate when reviewers do that. I like to see the alt mode first and then go to robot mode. But I want to show that even though this is a custom, I want this to still transform. I get people asking me if I take the figures apart or sand them or whatever, and nope. I mean, if I can take something off, I will, but if I don't have to, I won't. And what if there's paint rub? Then I touch it up. I touch it up and I just keep transforming it until nothing rubs off. And if it's a piece for myself, then I'm not worried about it rubbing off, because it's mine. But if it was a commission piece, or if I'm selling it on eBay, yeah, I'll transform it multiple times. Now, if there's like a part that you're not going to see that rubs off, that's fine. But if it's like a joint, usually what I do is I don't apply more paint, because that's just going to rub off again, but I will do a very, very light dry brushing to at least blend the original plastic with the paint. So even if it rubs off a little bit, you know, that things just kind of blend together. And this part, I don't know, I think it's more the figure itself. It's hard to see if this is lined up. There you go. And it's hard to get a good grip. He is in dragon mode, and this is the first time I've transformed him to his dragon mode since I touched it up. Okay, I think this was a happy accident. I really like how that looks. It just looks like his wings are on fire. And then when I applied the clear gloss on the wings, I went ahead and just clear glossed the hell out of the dragon head and legs. I think I might do another coat of that. So I'm very happy with that. Oop. Here's the other one. So yeah, it's a bummer that I had to go through this, but I'm very happy with the results. So now I got to decide, do I want to replicate this? Because I liked how it was before, but now I'm really liking what this looks like. And again, my original plan was to remove the wings and leave that unpainted. So I kind of was able to do that as a result of the paint chipping off. But I do like how this looks, so I gotta figure out how am I gonna approach that. I'm guessing I'll just have to mask up the wings. Yeah, mask up the wings so I can just spray paint everything else around it, and then once everything is dry, unmask the wings and then just go from there. But yeah, damn man, I'm very happy with this. I hope the buyer, the bidder, decides to give me a second chance, and I hope more people enjoy this. You know, hey, I forget how many watchers in that original auction. It'd be nice if every watcher would place just one bid. That'd be nice. Yeah, I got almost 5,000 subscribers. Imagine if I got 5,000 bids. That'd be awesome. But yeah, there he is, the Transmetal 2 Megatron updated with fixed wings. Anyway, thanks for watching.